I'm Seal. Thank you so much for dialing in. So, we're going to talk about inner confidence today versus external confidence, okay? Inner confidence, when you have inner confidence, that really, really builds your self-esteem, right? And the difference between having inner confidence versus external validation, there's a huge difference here. So, inner confidence basically is not based on whether or not you get acknowledged for your achievements, although don't misunderstand me, please. Getting acknowledged for your achievements is fantastic, okay? Getting validation from someone, connected to something you've done well, maybe a performance. Oh my gosh, that's just the icing on the cake. Love those, okay? But if your inner confidence is dependent upon that, that's going to cause your self-esteem and the way you feel about yourself to be kind of shaky and dependent on what others think of you, whether or not they approve of you. And that's not good, because having inner confidence in your self-esteem based on what's going on internally is so stabilizing. So let me give you an example. So when I started to speak publicly, and I want you all to know, some of you have heard this story. In the 9th grade, I took speech class because I didn't do well in school, and I looked at that and I thought, well, I can talk. I'll be able to do this. But what I didn't know, was in speech class, you have to get up in front of the class and you have to talk. Well, I did that one time, and I just told the teacher, I'll just need to do extra credit reports and stuff because I'm not going to speak publicly, and I'm not getting up in front of this class and doing any speeches. And I didn't. So I got a D in the class. I didn't do very well. So I was violently against speaking in public. But when I got into this subject and kind of fell in love with what I was doing, I realized I wanted to teach. But then I had this fear of public speaking. So I share this with you because I started off very, very small. I started off talking to 2, then I gradually got up to 10, and then I got up to 17. This time I flew somewhere to speak publicly. And then I got up to 50, and then I jumped from 50 to 200, then up to around 350. And then the numbers kept climbing to where now I can speak to over 1,000 people and feel very comfortable face to face, not just online. So what did that give me? Well, it gave me an inner strength and an inner confidence that I can do this. When I look at how much time I invested on getting that skill, it was a lot of time, okay? A lot of personal one-on-one consulting sessions, looking at my fears and really narrowing it down to find out, what am I so afraid of? What am I so afraid of being on stage and speaking to people publicly, which I kind of got that once I was invited to speak on stage with Kim Kiyosaki, which was over 200 people in Canada. Before I could even get up there, I had to really, really drill it down and find out, what am I afraid of? And once I found that out, which was that somebody would ask me something, I wouldn't know the answer and that I would look stupid. Once I discovered that, and then I looked at, well, how could I handle that? Which was just be totally honest, tell them I don't know the answer. But when I get back to my office in Texas, I will call them and give them the answer. So it was very easy once I identified that. But I share all that with you because going through those experiences and nailing down exactly what I was afraid of, and then handling that, and then doing the thing that I was not confident about, that took a lot of effort. And there were a lot of steps that I put in, a lot of time, a lot of effort, money spent, because time is money. Time is money. You get paid for what you do. So I put a lot of time into it. And then I also had to confront a lot of fears, a lot of fears, and just be more honest until I could basically unravel all that was entailed so I could go and speak publicly and do what I really love to do. So guess what? My inner confidence doesn't come from what people think of me. It comes from my own achievements, the things I've overcome, and my self-esteem is built on the things that I've done, the studying that I've done, the effort that it took. But guess what? It does require you to inspect all those things that you did to get yourself in that position. Okay. All the things that you accomplished and all the steps you took to get that, but that comes from within. So even if no one ever, I don't think I've ever had anyone come up to me and say, you're a great speaker. I haven't. But you know what? That's okay. Because for me to be able to do what I do and to overcome and take all those steps to basically speak in front of people and share what I know and to help someone, that's what built my inner confidence, because I overcame a lot. So therefore, my inner confidence is not based on someone telling me what a great speaker I am, because I am not the best speaker. But are people touched by the things that I share on stages? Yes, they are, which I'm very grateful for. I wouldn't be doing it. So inner confidence and self-esteem is based on your accomplishment, but very important that you can appreciate and acknowledge yourself. And the reason why I share that, so there are a lot of abilities and skills that most people overlook when they get from point A to point B and they get those accomplishments. So in order to help you do that, we actually have a workshop called You Basically Having Unstoppable Confidence. You being able to inspect all the things that you've done and appreciate the little thing. A lot of times, lots and lots, hundreds of little things have been overlooked. And so in the Unstoppable Confidence workshop, you're going to spend a lot of time appreciating your skills and abilities that you probably, I know that you've overlooked. So join us in the 2-day Unstoppable Confidence workshop. It's only 4.5 hours a day. I'll be there with you. My colleagues will be there with you. So click on the link at go.aclc.us/self-worth 2025, and I will see you there.